Happy Nutrition Week, Ateneo Junior High School students and teachers. An inspiring and nutritious day to all of us. The value of eating healthy food and leading an active lifestyle should never be underestimated. Eating a healthy diet and participating in sports can help you live a longer life, feel happier, gain vigor, achieve good grades, and have a healthy mind, body, and soul. As we celebrate this school year's Nutrition Week with the theme, Masustansyang pagkain di lang pangkalusugan, pang-esports pa, the Ateneo Junior High School Health Services is honored to introduce our distinguished speaker, an accomplished sports nutritionist, to share nutrition tips for growing adolescents and young athletes. Coach Mark is a registered nutritionist, dietitian, and seasoned nutrition coach who is committed to empowering people to have better lifestyles. He is currently the Chief Nutritionist at Mark Your Dietitian Health and Wellness Consultancy Services and Corporate Nutritionist for NutriFit Fitness and Nutrition Consultancy Services. He is also a university lecturer at the UP Diliman. He holds 2 degrees, namely BS Biology from UP Manila and BS Community Nutrition from UP Diliman. His passion and diligence in his chosen field helped him finish in the top 3 of the nutritionists and dietitians licensure examinations last 2021. So without further ado, here to help us work towards our dream, healthy body and healthy living, let us all welcome Coach Mark Anthony Arlante, RND.
Alright, hello. Magandang araw sa ating lahat. And before anything else, I just really want to thank the organizers from the Ateneo High School program for inviting me to be part of their event, of their Nutrition Week event. And then I am so glad and I'm very excited to bring to you the different nutrition tips for growing adolescents and young athletes. Again, I am Mark Anthony Arlante, and I am a registered nutritionist dietitian, and I am also a nutrition coach right now, helping different people with or without medical conditions to be able to develop healthy eating habits one step at a time. I also do guide athletes for their fueling and recovery needs. So I have been working with a lot of different athletes, whether it be coming from the grassroots program. We have high school, even collegiate players, or even national team athletes. And yeah, these are the things that I do as a nutrition coach and a sports dietitian. So, what are we going to learn for this presentation? No? So, we will be able to learn the different nutrition strategies to be able to support the growth and development of adolescents and young athletes like you. Because we have um, our audience right now who are mostly adolescents, and of course, your parents, your guardians, trying to also provide the best nutritional strategies for you, not just for your growth and development, but to also fuel your daily activities. Okay, because you're very busy, right? You're not only in school, but you're also doing a lot of other stuff outside of the academics. Okay, so we have tatlo agad. Okay, we have three right here. You want to eat for fuel. Okay, you want to fuel different types of processes and activities. So number one, you would want to eat for growth and development. Because at this point, you are still growing and you are still developing your entire physical body. Number two, you would want to also eat for everyday performance because sabi ko nga, you are very busy. So you have different activities, whether it be academics or athletic obligations and duties, okay, as student athletes, for example. And then, number three, you would want to eat for long-term health because at the end of the day, you will not just be eating right now while you're young, you will also be eating until you're adults and you've grown already, okay? So we have these three motivations first, okay? So let's start with the first one. You would want to eat for growth and development. How would we do that? Okay? So just to give everyone a context for this one, no, out of all of the different life stages, adolescents aged around 16 to 18, they have the highest amount of required energy out of all of the different life stages. Why? Because they are still growing and developing. Okay, so at this point, you want to provide energy for that to happen, for you to be able to grow and for you to be able to develop. So, what are we trying to grow and develop at this point, right? So, first, you would want to support your vertical growth or your height, okay? As much as possible, you want to get or consume enough calories just so you can increase your um height and support your vertical growth. So this is very important, especially for athletes also, because it could give you advantage in your athletic performance, right? So as much as possible, you would want to eat enough balanced plate with different proteins, different grains, different carbohydrates, and fruits and vegetables also. Okay. Now, second, you want to drink milk and other calcium rich food items for bone growth. You want to support your bones in this period because it's going to be critical. Na? So, number one, because you're also increasing your height, your bones are also um, developing in size and in, yeah, supporting your vertical growth. But also, there are higher demands for athletes um demands in their bones, no? So parang maraming resistance for your bones kaya kailangan malakas at dense yung inyong bones. So what I really recommend is to drink your milk and other calcium rich food items just like cheeses, yogurts, even your green leafy vegetables are also good sources of calcium. Okay. Now, third, you want to eat protein rich foods also to pack more muscle. So at this point, it is normal, especially for males, to actually increase their muscle mass, right? Skeletal muscle mass. But it would really be advantageous if we take advantage of this period of time to give them ample protein and ample nutrients to support muscle growth. Okay, so you have your eggs, you have your different meat, poultry, and fish to support this this process of increasing more muscle mass. Okay, next, you want to eat for everyday performance. So when we think about everyday performance, it's not just your athletic performance, but also your academic performance. So you want to eat adequate carbohydrates to get sustained energy all throughout the day. Because we don't want to have that lull in the day, especially if there are different demands also from you. Okay, because there are a lot of activities that you do each and every day, right? So, what do we mean by eating carbohydrates all throughout the day? That would be in the form of sandwiches or your rice, your potatoes, sweet potatoes, different types of carbohydrates, just so you get enough fuel for the day. Okay. Secondly, you'd want to get enough iron also by eating different types of food items. Just to another just to give another context now for this one, iron deficiency anemia is one of the most predominant or prevalent micronutrient deficiencies here in the Philippines. And one of the main symptoms or a lot of different symptoms of iron deficiency anemia relate to weakness, fatigue, lack of energy, even lack or poor performance in academic environments. So these are symptoms that we don't want our children to experience, okay? Especially for growing teenagers. So you have to have enough iron by eating green leafy vegetables, liver, meat, poultry, or even fish. So these are very rich sources of iron that you may eat, okay? Now, third, you want to eat for long-term health because at the end of the day, you will not just be eating now, but you will be eating all throughout your lives. So everything, every habit, healthy habit that you want to establish right now you want to continue doing that until when you're already adults. Okay. And it's also very important since um you would want to get your maximum immunity and protection against diseases. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to have different illnesses because when you're playing and for maximum productivity also. Okay. So you want to get enough from your fruits, no? So you want to eat your fruits. So you have grapes, apples, oranges, strawberries, even bananas, no? They're very important for your everyday diet. Okay, so as much as possible, you would want to eat 2 to 3 servings of fruits per day. Okay. Now, for vegetables, it's also very important that you eat your vegetables to age more gracefully while keeping active for life. This will also support your longevity in your sports and in your performance. Um, yes, sports is not forever, but you can actually lengthen and prolong your active careers if you have more antioxidants, anti-inflammatories, and anti-aging properties coming from your vegetables. So you can support a longer career in sports if you eat a well-balanced diet containing these different food items like fruits and vegetables as well. So you want to eat for long-term health talaga. Okay? All right. Number four, eat a balanced diet that prioritizes fresh and whole foods. Why? Because many nutrients are lost when you are processing food items. So, the more processed food items are, more likely mas mababa na yung nutrient content nila. Okay? So, as much as possible, we want to stick with home cooked meals, fresh meals, and whole foods talaga, no? Nakakainin para sa mga atleta at sa mga growing adolescents. So as much as possible, yeah, no for processed food items. Um, mas onti na lang talaga yung kanilang nutrients. All right? Next, ilang beses ba dapat kumakain, no? Ang isang growing adolescent and ang isang atletang tulad ninyo, no? So you would want to eat the 3 main meals, of course, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So you want to have that balanced plate all throughout these three main meals. But you're also recommended to even add 2 to 3 snacks. Okay, so may add a sandwich in there, or even a yogurt in there, or some nuts and seeds, or trail mix in some parts of the day, so you're allowed to add even 2 to 3 more snacks for the day because nga there are a lot of different activities that you have to fuel and that you have to sustain, so you can only do that if you eat more frequently all throughout the day. So don't be afraid to actually eat the 3 main meals plus 2 to 3 more snacks per day to maximize your calories and the nutrients that your body gets. Okay. Now, number six, choose complex carbohydrates for sustained energy. So we have two different types of carbohydrates. We have complex carbohydrates and we have simple carbohydrates or simple sugars. So yung complex carbohydrates, these are the ones na mas matagal ma-digest, kaya mas sustained yung kanilang energy. Okay? Because they contain more fiber and they are more complex, yeah, from the word itself. They are more complex. So they are harder to digest and they take more time to digest. So yung blood sugar din, dahan-dahan din ang akyat, dahan-dahan din ang baba. So it's sustained for a longer period of time. Compared okay, so just a few examples. You have kamote, potatoes, you have bread, even wheat bread, no, for higher fiber, oatmeal, rolled oats for even higher fiber, rice, no, even colored rice like brown rice, red rice, black rice for even higher fiber and other nutrients. So these are all complex carbohydrates. But your simple carbohydrates are actually the ones who are already refined. No? So they have a lot of refined sugars. So they tend to do a spike in your blood sugar, and then it's also crashing right after a few minutes. Okay, so it's not a very um advisable. It's not an advisable source of energy, especially if your sports is actually for endurance. Okay, you would want to have longer and more sustained supply of energy. Okay, because these food items, the simple ones, the simple sugars, provide you for just a short period of time. So some athletes have actually take or consume these food items just on times that they need very, very quick sources of energy, and that's fine. Okay, but it's not your number one priority when you're trying to fuel for a game or for a competition or for a training. Okay, especially if it's still 4 hours before or 3 hours before your training or your game. You would want to stick with your complex carbohydrates. Okay, and then if your game or your training is so close already, then you can eat some of these, but also we would want to um focus more on, let's say, other options like fruits, like bananas, or even sports beverages. So these are possible options also when you're trying to get immediate source of energy. Okay. All right. Now, we were talking about carbohydrates kanina. This time, number 7, we want to focus more on protein. Okay. Choose lean protein. What do we mean by lean? By lean, we mean lower levels of fats. Because at the end of the day, what we want is to increase more muscle mass, to pack more muscle mass, and to really give or supply more protein to other processes of your body. All right. Um, like your hormones, your enzymes, so these are all uh, needing protein, right? But we want to make it lean as much as possible. So what are the different lean sources of protein you have eggs and chicken breast, or actually all parts of chicken are okay. And then you also have fish. All fish are lean. So that's a very good advantage of fish because all fish are lean or low fat. Okay. We also have shrimps and squids that are low fat as well. So you may definitely have them as options. So you also have mushrooms and beans and peas. So these are plant sources. So just remember that we cannot only get protein from just animal sources, we also get protein from plant sources. So we have your beans, legumes, mushrooms, and even tofu. Okay, so these are very good sources of protein that you can try to incorporate in your daily diet, right? Now, we also want to focus on the quality of fats. Because at the end of the day, yes, we want to have limited amounts of fats as much as possible, but fats are still essential in your body because you still need it, for your hormones, testosterone, androgen, other types of even all of your cells actually contain fats also, no? So it's still very important. But what types of fats are recommended? Okay, so we want, of course, nuts and seeds, avocado, more plant-based sources of fats. You have olive oil, you have canola oil, um, you have nuts and seeds, kahit mga butong pakwan, no? Buto ng sunflower, yan. So, canola oil, these things that are rich in polyunsaturated fatty acids like omega-3 and monounsaturated fatty acids. Okay? The ones na medyo kailangan bawasan or iwasan would be saturated fats, no? Coming from butter, mayonnaise, you have bacon, chicharon, no, and other types of cream as well. So these types of fats actually are more associated with higher levels of saturated fat, which could increase the levels of cholesterol, triglycerides, and which could increase your risk for developing cardiovascular diseases, hypertension, and um, even stroke, no? So, um, sabi nga natin kanina, yes, you are trying to eat the best way that you can right now, but also you want to eat for long-term health as well, even when you're already adults. So we don't want to subject ourselves to higher risks when we get older. Okay? So these are your quality fats na mas gusto natin. Okay? Now, is this specific already for athletes and for active individuals? You want to hydrate properly. Okay? What do we mean by hydrating properly? Do not go on training dehydrated. All right? As much as possible, make it a habit to drink 4 hours. Start hydrating yourself 4 hours before training, and you continuously hydrate up until 30 minutes before your training. You must be drinking. Okay? Just so you are not dehydrated when you start your training or when you start your competition. And during training, you would want to drink every 15 to 20 minutes. Okay? Um, any dehydration or any loss of sweat for more than 2% could already have noticeable decrease in your performance. As much as possible, we want to rehydrate every 15 to 20 minutes. Okay? If you are training for just 1 hour, water is enough to rehydrate. Okay, but if you are training for more than 1 hour, that is when you can consider drinking sports drinks or sports beverages. Okay, because you need to also replenish your electrolytes like potassium, sodium. So you really have to rehydrate with sports beverages. You may consider that if it's a long training or a long game. Okay, what are the different options that you have post training, all right, for hydration or rehydration? So buko juice is one. That's one good option. It's very rich in electrolytes, and it also has some sugar in it just so to replenish the lost energy and the lost glycogen. And chocolate milk is also a pretty balanced option for post-training rehydration regimen. So you have carbohydrates there just to replenish the energy lost during training, uh, to replenish the glycogen. You can also replenish already the protein because it contains protein as well. And it has some electrolytes as well that can help in rehydration. Right? So these are very good options when you're trying to rehydrate. Right? Now, lastly, but not the least definitely, so you do not want to rely on supplements. As much as possible, let's eat real whole foods and enjoy eating. Actually, we have here a sports nutrition pyramid, no, which is adapted from the Dutch Association of Sports Dietetics. As you can see, it is still the most important. The basal diet coming from your whole foods, your real foods. It's still the most important and is the foundation of your diet, whether you are an athlete or you are um, a normal individual. It's still the best, you know. It is it should be your priority as much as possible, your basal diet. Okay? And then your sports specific nutrition and even your dietary supplements are just there just in case there are gaps in your nutrition, just in case you cannot get them from your normal diet or your usual diet. But as much as possible, we want to be properly guided by healthcare professionals if you would want to use it, especially at your age. There are a lot of um, precautions in these supplements, especially for young people. So you do not want to just take any supplements without any advice from professionals. Okay. So yeah, I know that with all of these with you deciding maybe to take supplements or to do these things, you know, you are just trying to improve your performance and hopefully to win, to compete really well, but we have to do it the right way, and the best way still is through whole foods and real foods, through a balanced diet. Okay, so that is the end of my presentation. Again, thank you so much for inviting me, and I hope you learned a lot from this presentation. Again, I know that you really just want to eat to compete and to eat to win. Let's do it right. And yeah, have a great day. Thank you so much.
Good day. I'm Dr. Erica Roque of the Ateneo Junior High School Health Services, and on behalf of our team, we would like to thank our nutrition expert, Mr. Mark Anthony Arlante, for graciously sharing his expertise with us. I think everyone will agree that his topic is very timely and relevant to our students here in the junior high school. I hope we all listened and gained some points to widen our knowledge on adolescent and sports nutrition. Now, for the question and answer portion, you may scan the QR code displayed on the screen to submit your queries. Our resource person will answer them and we will then email you his responses. I will now turn you over to Dr. Maria Nenita Salcedo, Head of the Junior High School Health Services, for her closing remark.
Thank you again, Coach Mark. So as we continue the celebration of the Nutrition Week for school year 24-25 with the theme Masustansyang Pagkain bilang pangkalusugan, pang-sports pa. I would encourage everyone to take the tips of Coach Mark to heart as we apply them to our daily routines, not only in studying, but also in sport and in overall well-being. I'd also like to remind you to take part in our exciting activities throughout the week. Be sure to check out the entries for the poster making contest, or you may join and submit an entry as well. There's also the Chef Olympics, which is open for the Club Culinaria members, and the AJHS What's Your Go-To Energy Food, which is an AVP put together by the health advocates volunteers. Plus, don't miss the health booth along EDSA Walk on November 18, 20, and 21, so you can learn more about their healthy living. Once again, thank you for joining us today, and let's continue to make informed, healthy choices for both our body and our mind. Have a great nutrition week and stay healthy.